Did you know that identifying root causes is not the most effective approach to investigating accidents? My name is Dr. Marcin Nazarov, and having written multiple industry guides, I would like you to join me to reimagine how we can learn from events. On one side, a person broke an ankle when climbing an industrial skip to throw out a garbage bag. When the investigation team asked why the incident happened, they found that the skip access was poorly designed and the person slipped, hence a different model of the skip was needed. However, when the same team asked what makes garbage removal difficult, they found that the site was using 10 different skip models provided by 4 different suppliers, and 3 other skips had the same design problem. Therefore, addressing the originally identified root cause and replacing the skip on which the injury occurred would not sufficiently reduce the risk of a similar injury in the future. Investigations tend to be dominated by simple, linear chains of events, based on the belief that every event is caused by A, which then is caused by B, which is caused by C. And at the end of this chain, there are root causes that do not change over time, and addressing them will prevent a similar accident in the future, in the same way as replacing a broken bearing will fix a piece of equipment. Popular tools such as 5Y, failure tree, or fishbone diagram are based on this approach. However, when this thinking is used to explain human and organizational behavior, it actually limits our learning because the mechanisms underpinning failure in organizations are different from mechanical failure. Instead, accidents in organizations have multiple contributing factors that are only sufficient to cause accidents when combined, and so there is no isolated root cause. When success or failure happens in organizations, people are usually doing what they typically do, normal work. What varies are the situations, interactions, and different patterns in how things are done. Factors that contribute to failure are often the same factors that contribute to success. And the same type of failure may occur through different combinations of contributing factors. We need to go beyond root causes and start exploring the context of the situation and why decisions made sense at the time, the purpose of adaptations and workarounds, error traps that contributed to failure, organizational factors that created error traps, dependencies on how different teams contributed to the situation over time, and factors that could have resulted in a similar outcome under different circumstances. The cause and effects tools are simply not suitable to provide such insight. What's more, the new tools that allow us to identify error traps, context, or dependencies in incident investigations are the same tools that can be used to learn from normal work when there is no accidents. Because the conditions that will cause your next accidents exist today, it's just people deal with them effectively most of the time. To reduce the risk of a future accident, it is no longer sufficient to simply address the root causes through isolated corrective actions. But rather, we need to identify the most effective ways of addressing weaknesses and misalignments between various organizational elements. In order to achieve that, we should focus our learning efforts on both the event, for example, a dropped object, and what contributed to this particular outcome, and the task, for example, lifting activity, and what makes it difficult without focusing on the event. Our Reimagine investigations program offers an all-in-one solution to update all the elements of the investigation ecosystem. From tools that will uncover things that traditional root cause analysis cannot, to policy, training, templates and toolkits, leadership response, interfaces with HR and legal, just culture and accountability management, database KPIs and trending. So if you feel that your incident investigation process is due for a refresh, let's explore how we can reimagine it together. get in touch.